You did good, sir.
Serious shit, no playing, oh. Break yourself, hit the flow. Hit the flow. Serious shit, no playing,
Zyzz is a name which many people have heard of, with Zyzz's story being one which is both beautiful yet also tragic. He started off as a skinny kid, and at a time when social media did not really exist, he would develop his own unique bodybuilding and fitness genre known as the aesthetics movement. It is fair to say Zyzz breathed a new life into the world of fitness, and he has a story which a lot of guys can relate to, and one that acts to inspire and uplift people. In this video, I'm going to delve into this story.
What do you desire?
Zyzz Shevershin was born in 1989 in Moscow, Russia. In the early 90s, Zyzz and his family would move to Australia and was raised in Eastwood, New South Wales. Zyzz grew up being a shy kid who finished at the top of his grade, as well as being the captain of the chess club and someone who would grind video games like World of Warcraft in his spare time. However, this lifestyle led to Zyzz being the victim of many bullies whilst he was at school, and at some point he began to question these life choices, whether these were the best ways to spend his time. He would eventually grow tired of playing World of Warcraft, and he decided to make a change. Apparently, Zyzz sold his World of Warcraft account for $500 and would use this money to buy a gym membership after being inspired by his older brother Saeed, also known as Chessbra. Little did Zyzz know, however, this one choice would have a great impact on many around the world. At the start of Zyzz's lifting career, he would spend several hours in the gym in the hopes of reaching his ideal physique. Inspired by his role models Frank Zane and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Zyzz would put in hours learning about nutrition and the body, and whilst his initial motivation behind bodybuilding may have been with the intention of getting girls, he eventually grew beyond this goal and would choose not to focus on the perceptions of others. After a while of training, Zyzz would see immense gains. He was genetically blessed, having godly muscle insertions, and this accompanied by his dedication to his diet, programming, and the long hard hours at the gym. In addition to supposedly being on cycle, he would develop a body that was essentially the physique which every man aspired to have. Not only this, but Zyzz's confidence would also skyrocket, and unsurprisingly this effort paid off for Zyzz, and his life was seemingly a life of fulfillment. He had money, good looks, and a carefree life, one in which he could party and go to raves and have fun, as well as work as a model and a stripper. Zyzz was known to frequent raves and post on rave forums, and would initially garner attention online from forum posts he would make, where he would troll people using the Zyzz persona, and in around 2007, Zyzz would begin posting fitness content online and began to amass a cult-like following. During this time, Zyzz would still troll, and this would create a divide in the perception of Zyzz, as most people either loved or hated him, with some thinking he was the funniest and most inspirational guy alive, whereas others saw him as arrogant. Nonetheless, fame was fame, and Zyzz would garner the attention of the general public, and in accordance with this he would create his own range of products as well as supplements such as Protein of the Gods, his own book Zyzz's Bodybuilding Bible, as well as starting his own clothing line. Anybody who lifts knows that you are never satisfied and always want more, and although to any onlookers Zyzz may have seemed as someone who had everything a man could envy, his own brand, fame, women, a good body, he wasn't doing well. Imagine yourself in his shoes for a second. As someone with such an influence, you are under constant pressure to show a perfect body to the world, as his career itself was built on having a good physique and portraying a persona that in reality wasn't even him. Therefore, maintaining this physique almost year-round, in addition to upholding this boisterous persona, was more than unsustainable. Zyzz was only human, and whilst he may have increased his confidence, the surrounding hate he received would be catastrophic, and he would begin to suffer real-life consequences from his persona, even being jumped at a festival he attended. Zyzz portrayed this perfect representation of who he wanted to be and played up to be based on his appearance, yet deep down he was still ingrained with insecurity from his youth. That geeky, quirky and shy kid that loved playing video games still lurked within him, and he couldn't deal with the hate he was receiving. And in response to this, Zyzz would change the trajectory of his content and began to make a paradigm shift, with his new mindset being on making an impact on the world of bodybuilding, teaching discipline and self-improvement to his viewers through motivational videos. In July 2011, Zyzz would take a trip to Thailand, where he would plan to stay for a month to relax and take his mind off of his struggles. However, on the day Zyzz was meant to leave, he sadly passed away due to suffering from an undiagnosed congenital heart defect in a sauna. Undeniably, Zyzz has left an immense legacy since his passing, and he has connected millions of guys to the subculture of aesthetics and into the world of bodybuilding, inspiring an innumerable amount of people, me myself included, as well as many of my friends, and I know that for years to come he will continue to leave his mark on many. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.